here, and thank you for joining me on part 2 of a gift and goodie opening. Gifting goodies. We started this last night, and then we kind of run out of time, and I told you I had 10 more gifts to open. As I sit here, though, I'm just noticing that right there says do not. So don't open on a live. So I'll have one that I will open on my own time. I will not do it during a live video. So that really leaves me with 9 gifts to open. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Sorry I'm on here so late. We had quite the drive from Lex, his football game. They did win. So now they are, what are they? Are they 2-2 on the season? So their record is 2-2 on the season. Oh no! Look what I got. Someone sent me a pegboard game. As a matter of fact, they sent me 2 of them. 2 pegboard games. No! There's actually 3 of them. There's 3 pegboard games. Okay. Now let's see. Oh boy. There's a note, and it says, no dummies on this game. So on here, it doesn't. So this over here is a real politically correct board. There's no losers on that one. We all get a trophy, no matter what. On this version of the game, we all get a trophy. So that's nice. Thank you so very much. Was there a name on there? Bobby. That's from Bobby, guys. Bobby sent us 3 cute pegboard games, which might be a lot of fun. We could include these in our Longhorn games, possibly. And Miss Bobby sent 3 of those. And she says, in this one over here, there's no dummies, because it's a very PC version of the board game, okay? Let me show you something if I can log into my computer. Give me 1 second, okay? What is my password? Hold on 1 second. I want to talk about something, but I got to think of my password. Oh my goodness, what is my password? Oh yeah, I know. No, that's the wrong password. It doesn't matter. I was going to tell you something, talking about football. So you guys do know that we finished, is it week 4 of our fantasy football game? There have been 11 teams eliminated. Remember, this is the YouTube game I was telling you about. It was all for the YouTube creators, and I think we had 24 teams that I invited to play. And as of right now, there have been 11 eliminated. So I was going to actually show you that graphic, but I'm coming to you live from my phone, not on my computer. Sorry about that. So I can't actually show that to you. But I know that Dowscone Farm is still going. I think that, I know that me and Ellie are still going. Jamie's still going. Cog Hill is still going. Some of those that you may know, there's quite a few. Well, there's 11. Brienne, which is Life on Morrow Hill, is still going. I just cannot recall all of those who are actually still going. But there have been a whole lot who have been eliminated. So we're having a lot of fun with that game. I can't show you, and I can't get my computer to open. Not a big deal. But here we go. To Longhorn, Lester, and Sweet Caroline. Another gift for Sweet Caroline. I hope you all were able to see the video that we played this morning when we put her on her little hat. She looks so very cute in her cowboy hat. And, oh, well, these over here is a set of 3 more of those really neat funnels. I hope this makes filling the baby bottle a little bit easier from Renee. Well, Miss Renee, thank you. You're very kind. Yeah, so we had a little cowgirl hat that we put on Sweet Caroline. A lot of people were posting her pictures in our community page over on Longhorn Lester channel, YouTube. We have a page, it's called the community page, and where anybody can take and post pictures as long as they're related to the channel. We ask you politely, don't go posting pictures of your kids or you and your husband on a cruise. I know that's wonderful, but we got to keep it channel related if you don't mind. So a lot of people were posting really wonderful pictures, and Caroline looked so adorable this morning in her little cowgirl hat, her little pink cowgirl hat, and we appreciate that. So thank you for loving Sweet Caroline. She's just a wonderful, wonderful girl. This package here comes to Lester Morrow, but it says, please open on your Saturday Live with Jamie. So there's a gift here that says, please open on Saturday morning with Jamie. So I guess I'll have to hold off on that one. So that makes 2 packages that I not allowed to open tonight. All right, that's okay though. We'll go through the ones that we have, if you don't mind. Oh no, this comes to the Giggle Boy. The Giggle Boy. Guys, remember, I have a mail lady, and what does she probably think about me? The Giggle Boy. You heard me right. I'm not making this up. Giggle Boy. Why? They're like nails. They're called press-on nails. They're beautiful, but why? And now I'm trying to think, did I do something in a video? Did I say something in a video? Did I do anything to prompt somebody to send me press-on nails? Okay, so if you're saying that you think someone forgot to change the address, I would agree. Then why does it say to Giggle Boy? Why does it say Giggle Boy? That's my question. You can read it for yourself right there. Giggle Boy. Lester Morrow. Is it for my feet pics? For your toes? You don't put these on your toes. First of all, these would not even fit on my nails. Heck, I don't know what to say. Besides, let's just try them out. So they say press on. First thing is, how do you get the darn thing open? Boy, they make these so you can't take off with them inside the store. You got to really work to get inside this thing. Guys, I'm serious. I don't know if I'll be able to get through this. And then why? Why Giggle Boy? Oh. So this is what you find when you open up some press-on nails. And these are the nails. And then on the bottom, I see something underneath there. So I'll set those to the side. Look, they're falling everywhere. They're all over the place. Guys, I'm telling you right now, these are not going to fit on me. These things are tiny. Look at them. They're not even going to fit on my pinky. Well, let's try one. So there's a lot of different sizes in here. Oh, look. I guess that's to clean your nail. That's to file your nails. And this glue nail is called nail glue. So I will let you know this is a first for me. Do I have to puncture the top on it? We're just going to do this over here to pop the top. And I guess I'll just put some of this on the nail. I didn't pop the top. What does one use to pop the top? What do you guys use to pop the top on these things? Do you just cut the top? Fingernail clippers. Well, who has fingernail clippers laying around? I'm just going to cut it with these over here. Okay. How far back must you cut this thing to get the glue to come out of it? Okay, we've cut it pretty far back. All right, well, okay, that's how far back I cut it, and there's still nothing coming out. There's still nothing coming out. So I don't know how far back you guys got to cut these things. Okay, I have cut the entire tip off now. There's no tip anymore. There's no tip. You always hear just the tip. It's just going to be the tip. Okay, well, this is completely dried up, guys. From what I can tell, there's nothing coming out of this thing. Okay, so there is nothing at all coming out of here. Nothing. So it is completely dry. You hear that? It's just completely dried up. So we will not be playing around with any of the nails tonight. But why though? Do y'all ever wonder, like, why? Like, why? Okay, well, thank you. And I'll just put those right back in there where they came from. Huh. Okay. Well, so there's nothing in here to say who it's from. But I will say that the glue is dry. There's no glue. And obviously there's nothing laying around here where we're going to be able to make it work. And I guess that we're probably for the better. Okay, so the glue is dried out, so we'll just thank God for small blessings. Over here, it comes to simply just Lester Morrow. Lester Morrow. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for jumping on tonight. Miss Billy, I know it's late for you guys. Could anyone help me figure out why I just got two neon colored spoons? Two pastel. Does anyone know why I just received two very large pastel colored spoons? Anybody? Well, let's hope that there's a note on the inside. There is. I'm going to ask you first of all, if you think you might know the answer, And sometimes I may say things in a video, so you're all saying to stir the milk, but the only milk that we use around here is in a bottle, and this would never fit down into the baby bottle. Never. Just to keep in the RV. Well, let's find out what the note says. Okay. I think that this will make preparing your babas much easier and ensure there's no clumps left behind. You can even make your next batch and leave it in the fridge. That will give your hands a rest. And this is from Andrew. Well, Andrew, thank you so very much. I love them. Could everyone tell Andrew thank you so very much? The only problem, Mr. Andrew, is I do not think that the head of these spoons are so large that they're not going to get down into the bottle. I understand why you like the idea. Sit there and stir. Just kind of like stir it up, just like that. But these are some big spoons. They're long enough. They're plenty long enough. But you know a funny story, and I'll just go ahead and tell you guys, I made a connection to a funny story. Well, first of all, thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much, Andrew. Guys, it's always the thought that counts, isn't it? And so Andrew was thinking this might help a little bit, avoid any clumps. But I'll tell you what happened over there at... So you guys know that every once... Well, we have to hire little Chris. He has to get at least 10 hours of work a week. And so I let little Chris come by and do jobs for us. So that helps him with his school early release program. And there's a few things that we let Chris do that saves us time. And to us, in a way, time is money, right? So if there's jobs that's very time consuming, not that it's too hard or whatever, but just really time consuming, we'll let little Chris do them. So Jamie wanted little Chris to take the brush. We have a scrub brush. And she wanted little Chris to go out there with the bottle of bleach and scrub out all of the water troughs. You know, we do that about once a week anyway. And so it's real simple. You've all seen us do it. We go by and we spray the bleach, and we come by and we whisk it all, whisk it with the brush, spray it again, rinse it all out good, and we're done. So Jamie was a little bit surprised one day that she gets home and she sees Chris out there at the water trough, and he has my drill. He has my drill, my handheld battery operated drill. And he's sitting there drilling. He's drilling in the water trough. And she's like, what is he doing? So she doesn't want to like interrupt him. And he's like, hey, Miss Jamie. He's just a sweet little guy. We all love little Chris, sweet little fella. And she's watching. And at some point, he walks up towards the house. And what he's done is he's taken the brush, the little brush, and he's got some duct tape, and he's got him a handle attached to it, and he stuck it into the drill, so now the brush will spin. And so now, instead of him having to go by there and just brush the sides of the water trough, he's over there with that drill, letting the brush work from the drill. And so, hey, you know what? You got to commend the fella. You got to commend him, guys. He found a way to make a mundane farm chore a little bit easier. Now, my only question is, how long did he spend rigging all of this up? How many hours of work is he going to write down on his timesheet and turn in for all the time it took to rig this entire brush system up? No, I'm not being mean. Guys, I'm not being mean. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying that you pick up the brush, I'm going to demonstrate. and you're done. You rinse it off and you're done. How much time, though, did he spend taking the brush, taking the other brush, bristles facing outward, putting the little drill bit or the drill bit, taping them together, putting the drill bit into the drill, just have listen, it's cute. Cute. We can all laugh, y'all. We can all laugh about it now. But I can promise you, he spent more time getting all of those things rigged together than he would have just walking out and doing that. Simple, okay? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I told Jamie, I'm just going to let that go. Thank you so much for the spoons, okay? I would love to tell you one more funny story about little Chris. But if I do, you're going to think that I'm picking on him. And you're going to say, no wonder nobody wants to work for you, Lester, because you're so mean to them. No, I love them. And I love them, okay? I'm going to tell you one more little funny story, okay? All right, hold on. Okay, so I'm turning red thinking about it. So listen. Oh, okay. First of all, let me deposit before I withdraw. I love little Chris. I love his dad. His dad is a wonderful, wonderful man who I met randomly a couple of years back. We've become really good friends over the course of the 2 years that I've known him. And I do believe that Big Chris, Fire Chief Chris, would give you the shirt off of his back. He's a really, really wonderful human being. Just in general, just a wonderful human being, okay? He and his wife have been through some tough times with her battling cancer, and he's just been very supportive of her, and I just really do admire Big Chris. Well, they have a son, Little Chris, right? Okay. So, okay, I have to find work for Chris. Now, there are some jobs that I don't want to have help on. Some jobs I want to do myself. And every man's like that. Every woman's like that. Women, some of you guys would not trust any other woman to do certain jobs in your home, okay? You already know that. So what I do is I try to find jobs that I could do, but it's just time consuming. They're just basic random jobs. So one of those jobs was, we have the rock driveway here, right? And the rock driveway comes up and it should be very symmetrical. It's always 14 foot across and it winds up, makes a real pretty circle drive here around the area here, the courtyard that we call it. And so what I wanted Chris to do, I says, go by with my pump sprayer and the grass weed killer. And I just want you to spray about that far on each side of the driveway so that I can get my lawnmower and I'm not hitting the rocks, right? Okay, so you go around the driveway and I wanted to spray about this far on each side. So I have all the white pretty rock and then that much on each side that's dead grass. So I don't have to get my lawnmower on the rocks. Okay. Well, there's one location where accidentally, when they came by and they poured the rock, I guess a few too many rocks fell out and 4 or 5 rocks scattered and they kind of fell off the driveway. So you have this beautiful driveway and there's a couple of scattered rocks over here. And then the driveway continues on. Okay. Well, little Chris, as he's going along the rocks, and here's that little area where there was the spilled rocks. So he goes up and he goes around the spilled rocks. Instead of pushing those rocks back onto the driveway, guys, he could have took his foot and simply pushed those rocks back onto the driveway. He didn't do that. Instead, he went down and he went around the spilled rock. I know that you have no idea what I'm trying to say. I don't think that you even get it, all right? I don't think that you get it. But he went down, and anyway. So now there's some dead grass. He's gone down the driveway on both sides. Real nice little patch of dead grass. And then he goes around this 4 or 5 spilled rocks. So I get a note, and it says, Lester, I hope the babies enjoy these, from Patricia. And Miss Patricia sends more muffins! More muffins! Look! It was cute because Jamie today came over to see the horses, spend some time with them, and she actually took out a bag of muffins that we got delivered yesterday. So it made it real convenient for her to carry a little bag of muffins. I don't know how many's in these little 1-pound bags, but she had enough muffins to give to all of the horses, and while she visited with them. All right. Kim says, my 27-year-old would have done the exact same thing. I guess went down the driveway and then went ahead and went around the spilled rock and never stopped just to put the rock back on the driveway. Lisa says, didn't he kill some of Jamie's plants? Yeah, we're not going to keep going. You know what? I deposited and told you all how much we love and appreciate little Chris. All right? And even as I sit here laughing about a couple of jobs, I'm laughing with you because we're friends. You and me are friends. And that's what friends do. All right? And if I can't come and talk and laugh and play with you as a friend, then what are we doing here? I mean, seriously, if I can't come on here and sometimes laugh and sometimes joke and sometimes play and sometimes rant and sometimes cry and sometimes feel, then what are we doing here? I mean, really, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? So let's just learn to be friends, okay? Because we are. So Jamie came today and she opened all of these, the other pack of these, and she was able to go by and feed all of the animals. The horses, I mean, okay? So thank you so much for the muffins. Those are, I hate to say it, but my God, I don't know why we don't get sponsorships from things like that, something that we could actually use on a regular basis. We get these really neat sponsorship ideas from things that we may or may not use. Do you guys know how many e-bikes are sitting around at everybody's yard, carport, garage, shop that never get ridden? Just a whole bunch of e-bikes, okay? And those sponsorships, and it's crazy because those things are so expensive, but how often do you go riding an e-bike? Anyway, but things like this are amazing. So thank you so very much, okay? I'll put these out with the other horse snacks, okay? Thank you. Okay. We only have a few more, guys. We only have a few more. This comes to Lester. So I took my box cutter outside, and I don't have it here. Okay. So there's a box inside of a box. There is a note, but I'm going to open the box first. That's more funner and gooder. Hey, Keisha and Miss Billy, I know it's late where you guys are at. I know it's late. And if you guys want to get some shut-eye, I completely understand. Oh my God, I think I know what these are. Hey, Will. Will Romlow has just become a Longhorn Lester member. Will Romlow, I'm probably saying your name wrong, but thank you so very much. Guys, look at these. These are those little arms that go around your chicken. So your chicken can run around looking like He-Man or Skeletor or somebody. These are wonderful. Thank you so very much. I'm going to read the note and see what it says. See who it's from. Okay, the note reads, I saw these on a real chicken, and I thought that you might could use some comic relief from time to time. Enjoy, from Nora Lee and Tall Paul. Nora Lee and Tall Paul. That's beautiful. So from Nora Lee and Tall Paul, must be her partner. Thank you so very much. Now, here's my question to you all. Which chickens do you want us to try these out on? Which chickens do you want these to be tried out on? That will be a really cute and funny video. But I need to find out, which chickens do you think we should try them out on? Tracy Mallinson. Sweet lady, thank you so very much. But you don't have to do that, guys. I'm going to try to find me an emoji to send to her. I just don't see it. Here we go. I hope that typed that in there. I don't know if it did or not. Thank you, Miss Tracy. You don't have to do that, though. I just hope that you guys don't ever do anything where you take from you and your family and give to others. You always take care of you and your family first. So, oh, Benny and the Jets. Guys, there's only 3 of them, though, which is perfect because Benny and both of his girls. Benny and the Jets. We could also maybe do it to both the Terrences, but I don't know who's who anymore. But Benny and the Jets might be wonderful, and they're really sweet chickens, too. Now, what you guys don't realize is not only do you have these really cool arms, but you also have things that you can put in their arms. For example, you could have one of them running around with an axe. And an axe in one hand and a frying pan in the other. So you could have Benny running around with an axe and a frying pan. That is so dumb. But I can't wait to try it, okay? I just can't wait to try it tomorrow. All right, I promise I'll go home tomorrow and try it. All right? I will. I can't wait to try this out tomorrow. Oh, my goodness gracious, okay? Where do you guys come up with stuff like this at? Like, where do they come up with stuff like this? Only a couple more, guys. Only a few more, I promise. If you got to get to bed, though, I completely understand. I don't want to keep you up too late. Miss Molly, if you got to get to bed, sweet lady, I don't mind. This comes from Kathy. Comes from Kathy. Yeah, someone says, please put that video in slow-mo. That's what we'll do. Sheila Jensen. Sheila, you're very kind. Thank you, Miss Sheila. Become a member of our channel. Oh, man. These are wonderful. Look, please shut the gate and keep the gates closed no matter what the horses tell you. And those are both wonderful. I have the perfect place for these. But I will say, and I think that you will agree, that we've been real good at this property with closing gates. We have been real good with closing gates over here. I worried way too much about leaving any gates open around here. There wasn't a note on there, but the name on the... Oh, there actually is. I'm glad I looked. Okay. Here we go. Oh, okay, here's what it says. I'm a silent watcher from Texarkana. I rode over with Justin, Jeff, Lauren, and never went back. Oh, no. Oh, no, she didn't just say that. Why did I read that out loud? Oh no. Oh no. Whoops. So she's a silent. Hey, Joan, you're very kind. Thank you, sweet Joan. Guys, I'm going to say it in a whisper so no one hears, except for my friends. She came over on the trip with Justin, Jeff, and Lauren, and she never went back. She's a silent watcher from Texarkana. And now she watches all the family. Her favorite animals are Roman, of course Chuck, and she just loves her some babies. Anyway, I will not say another word about it. But can you all say hi to Kathy? Can you all just say hi to Kathy right quick? Just everybody say hi, Kathy. And just say, don't worry. Shh, your secret is safe with us, Kathy. Secret is safe with us, Miss Kathy. We're not going to say a word, okay? It's Kathy with a K. Kathy with a K. K. Kathy with a K. I'll tell you something, and let me go ahead. Guys, can we just talk a little bit as well? I want to talk to you. I don't want to just do a bunch of gifts. I want to talk. But I told Jamie how wonderful it is watching Ryan the roaster, watching his channel grow. And I know that collaborations are wonderful to get exposure to new people. And so everyone at this point knows that Ryan the roaster is the one who ended up with Flat Lester. But from what I understand, he's not going to stay there. They're going to pass him along. And I do believe that everybody's going to have a chance with Flat Lester here and there. So we'll have to see if I ever get him back. If I do, what kind of condition he's in. And then I got to ask myself, do I even want him back? After he's been passed around from all of these, like Ryan and all of these guys who spend a lot of time alone. You know what I'm saying? Would you even want him back? Because you don't know what kind of things. Did you guys notice the way Ryan was touching him yesterday? Ryan was like, just like. It was a little bit awkward. I felt a little bit embarrassed just watching. But I don't know if I even want Flat Lester back after all of that. Certainly, they better not drill any holes into him, if you know what I mean. I don't want any holes drilled into him. But and then you'll never know who did it because they're all going to blame it on each other. Like, I didn't put that hole there. I didn't put that hole there. So you never really know if I'll ever get Flat Lester back or if I even want him back. I know. So, but no, I told Jamie, I says the blessing of being able to pay it forward. There are some really wonderful channels that you may never have a chance to experience if you don't have somebody introduce them to you. And so we've been very blessed to run across some really amazing people, just human beings in general. Ryan the roaster, he's just a big galoot. Y'all do know that, right? He's just a big doofus. But he's a handsome doofus. And a lot of girls love big, dumb guys. So if you're the kind of woman who loves big, dumb guys who look handsome, Ryan, he fits the bill, y'all. Ryan fits the bill. Hey, somebody just sent something. Will, you have to stop, Will. Will, I hope you did not get a hold of someone's credit card. Now you're just having all kinds of fun with it. Will, thank you, but you don't got to do that. Everyone tell Will thank you. Will, you're very kind. So, yeah, Ryan's just a big doofus, but he's a good-looking doofus. So a lot of you women know all about what you mean by marrying down. So it's obvious that Ryan's wife married down, way down. And a lot of women will marry down. You know what I mean by marry down. You don't want to sometimes marry up because that puts you into a little bit of a, it makes it kind of hard to trust, and you're always on edge about what if, what if. So what Ryan, the roaster, what he did was his wife married down. I mean, she went way down, like bottom of the barrel down when she met Ryan, and she married the guy. And so she feels very safe. And I'm like, Jamie, you know, he's just a big doofus. But I'll tell you this, his channel's growing now. And that's wonderful. So it's nice to introduce good people to, it's good to introduce good people to you all. So you guys, by all means, go by and visit with Ryan and tell him hello. And just save some room for Jesus. And just don't tell him that I'm telling you all these things. All right? Ryan's my friend. Stop taking things so personal. Ryan and I have played back and forth with each other for a couple of years now. And that's what guys can do and girls can't. So I'm not surprised that you women are having such a hard time with me joking with Ryan. It's sad, though, that you don't know how men joke and play with each other. And so I can promise you, I can bet you my children's life that Ryan is not sitting in his workshop upset right now. Instead, Ryan is trying to find some way to get back at me, because that's what guys do. We have fun back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, okay? And I wish women knew how to do that. I'm sorry, do that. I wish women knew how to do that, but you don't. But guys do. And I'm one of the reasons why I'm glad I'm a man. Okay, this next gift, don't know exactly what it says. It does say choking hazard. Choking hazard. And we're going to open this thing up. But I'm not going to put it in my mouth. Or will I? How much y'all want to bet this is a game? And you probably, it's like ring toss. You air this bull up, and you probably have red versus blue, and you have to toss these rings onto his horns. How much you want to bet? That's what you have to do. Let's read the note. For lasso practice, before you have to round up Lord Grayson and Prince Willie Joe the next time. From a loyal fan in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Well, number one, you're not a fan. We do not call you guys fans. We never would ever in 100 years refer to you all as fans. What you are is family. We are a social media family. And even though we may never have a chance to meet in real life, we have formed quite the relationships on here. As a matter of fact, some of you guys blow me kisses, chef kisses, a lot. And I blow them right back at you. And yeah, fans don't do that, y'all. Fans don't do that. But family does, right? So thank you so much. And so from a loyal family member from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm going to take that tomorrow and air it up. But I'm not going to use my mouth because it is a choking hazard. What I will do, look at all the chef kisses coming my way. Oh, I love the chef kisses, y'all. I love the chef kisses. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so I will blow this up tomorrow and we'll have some fun with it, okay? Maybe I'll challenge Jamie. I might even make that a same part of the video with the little chicken arms. We may have just a fun video. Just need a fun video, don't we? Just a fun video. Yes. And for the one lady who is still very upset about me being mean to Ryan, I'm not being mean to Ryan. I'm actually building him up, and I'm going to ask a question. Watch, just watch, just watch. How many of you are tempted now to go look at Ryan's channel and just say hello to him, maybe even subscribe just because of me talking about him? Just say yes and shut this lady up. Okay, lady, look at all of the hands that are raised and everyone's saying me. So what I've just done in talking about Ryan, calling him a big galoot, calling him a big doofus, telling him that he's a good-looking guy, but he ain't that good-looking, and talking about Ryan and how much better looking his wife is, all I've done was sent about 1,000 more people over to say hi to him. And I did that on purpose. I promoted him. I built him up by putting him down. I just built him up by putting him down, okay? So put your ears pretty, sweet lady. Put your ears pretty. I know what I'm doing here. I know what I'm doing here, okay? How many of y'all met Shirtless Jake because of me? How many of y'all met Paw Paw because of me? How many of y'all, see, that's what we do, y'all. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, sweet lady Carolyn. Thank you for joining and being a member, Miss Carolyn. Guys, I put Ryan down to build him up, okay? Don't you get it? I just roasted his ass. I just roasted his ass in front of 3,500 people. And now you're all going to run over there and just try to find that big galoot for yourself, all right? I just roasted him. And I love him, all right? All right? I love the fella. I love him. And I think that he's still alive in fantasy football. I'm not certain, but I think he is. Y'all can go ask him if you need something to talk about with Ryan, because he's too dumb to think of anything else. He'll just sit there and stare at you like a big doofus. Just ask him how you doing in fantasy football, Ryan. Sometimes you got to start conversations, ladies. Y'all let Ryan know that I love him, and that Ryan already knows it, though. Ryan already knows it, okay? It's you guys who don't get men's humor. We roast and we play with each other, all right? But the day that you discover him being a big galoot, please come back and tell me you discovered that for yourself. This over here says fragile, okay? That kind of scares me. That scares me a lot, because even though I've been very careful with it, who knows what's happened at the Postal Service? You never know about the Postal Service, all right? Take it back. Take it back. Whoever just said that Ryan has the most beautiful blue eyes on the internet needs to take it back. Please? I'll do this. You'll never see Ryan do this. You will never see Ryan doing that. You'll never catch that from him. Never, never, never. He'll never do that for you. See, I'll do anything. Don't forget, I'll build the guy up, but I'm also a very jealous man. I'm a very jealous man. I want you all to myself. You can go by and visit, but you better come home for dinner. Sorry. Hope no one screen recorded that one. You can read the menu, but you're not allowed to eat, ladies. You can read the menu, but you're not allowed to eat. You hear me? You can look through the Sears catalog, but you're not allowed to shop. Okay? Teresa Garcia said, oh no, I'm eating. I'm eating. You need to hush it up. You need to just hush it up, all right? Man. Let's open this fragile package. See what we got here. Okay, here we go. If this is eggs, I swear to God, if this is some kind of eggs, I'm going to be so mad. I will never, ever forgive you. If this is eggs, I'm going to be so mad if this is eggs. Whew. Thank you, God. It's not eggs. It's a cup. It's a coffee mug. It's a coffee mug. Y'all need to stop telling me how handsome Ryan is. I don't care. I don't care. He's a big galoot. Oh, the best time to drink coffee is now. I think I may have this with my coffee in the morning. And there's another one too. Oh, they're matching cups. Well, you know what that means? That I'll have to wait and have these on Saturday morning when I have coffee with Jamie. We will do these coffee mugs together on Saturday morning. The best time to have coffee is now. So Jamie and I will have these coffee mugs together Saturday morning when we go live with you all. And the note. Lester, you have the most gorgeous blue eyes of any man on the entire internet. I just want you to know that. You're also smart, actually brilliant, and I love your sense of humor. You make me laugh when no one else can. Can I stop lying? This note does not say that, okay? This note does not say any of that stuff, gosh darn it. Lester, now is always the best time for coffee. I love you and Jamie and all your babies. I am not crazy about your kazooing, but I know how to press mute until it's done. Oh my God. Love, Penny from West Virginia. West Virginia. Penny, you don't like my kazooing, do you? Well, Penny from West Virginia does not like my kazooing, but she does know how to press the mute button. All right, she's learned how to press that mute button when she has to. Yes, Ryan does need a kazoo, and we can have ourselves a kazoo off. Everyone needs to do that. Hey, listen, I'm not making this up. Listen, I am not making this up. I'm all about this. Ryan needs a kazoo, and he and I can battle each other in hymns, because I believe that Ryan is also a very spiritual individual. And I think that would be a wonderful challenge to see who can destroy who with Bible songs. Yes, there ain't nothing that Jesus would love more than to see two good Christian men battle it out with some kazoos with biblical hymns. Don't y'all agree? It's a kazoo challenge. Yes, a kazoo challenge. All right? Thank you very much. Yes. All right. Guys, we're almost done. I promise. Well, if you press mute on a good Bible song, you're not allowing me to make a joyful noise unto the Lord. And the Lord doesn't forget anything. This here feels like it's gate latches. When I open this up and look inside, guess what? It's gate latches. It's actually a gate latch. It's one of those really good heavy-duty ones. Robert says, Jesus just left the chat. Robert, no he hasn't. Jesus has a sense of humor. I do believe that my Jesus has a sense of humor. If he doesn't, y'all, he's going to be real let down with so many of us. If he don't have a sense of humor, he's going to be so let down with so many of us. Oh, Lord, I hope he has a sense of humor. So this is not the right kind of latch for a stall. This is the kind of latch that has to go onto a gate, the kind of gates that we use. And so we do have places that we do not have this type of latching system. I think the number one gate that probably needs a good heavy-duty latch would be the bullpen. How many of y'all agree it goes to the bullpen? Can we all agree that the most important gate to have a really secure, heavy-duty latch would be the bullpen? And this over here, guys, I bet you this weighs 20 pounds. This is heavy duty. So I will install this on the bullpen, and I will do that. Now, there was no note inside this box, and it comes from the Amazon Fulfillment Center. So, alrighty, guys, I'm almost done, I promise. Last one. Now, I'm a little nervous about this because it also says fragile. And all I'm going to say is, if this is eggs, I'm going to just really have a fit. It comes from Penny, and she's in Knox, Indiana. Oh, that scared me. Guys, how did that fly off of there? How did that light just come flying off of there? I don't know how that happened. If this is eggs, I am just going to have a conniption fit. I don't know what a conniption fit is, but it's probably where I start having like some kind of a seizure on the ground. Like getting to the fetal position and just seize up. All right, let's see here. So there's another box that also says fragile. So this person is making extra sure that we know this is going to be very fragile. Listen, I'm not kidding. If this is eggs, I'm going to have a really hard time with this, okay? Oh, Lord, there's more. And as we continue to open boxes, they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's like one of those Russian toys where all those little fat men all fit inside of each other. And it starts off with a really fat man, and inside of that one is another one, and then another one, and then another one. Uh-oh. Whoops. Please do not open on a live. I will say this. It's not eggs. It's not eggs. And it says private. Very, very, very bold. So I shall stop with the opening right there. And it's not eggs. Not one single egg came. Woo! Is right. Woo! Is right. Okay? Hey, I want to say thank you for jumping on tonight as late as it was. You guys know I wanted to go see my son play ball. His team did win. His squad are now 2-2 on the season. They have 2 wins and 2 losses. So we're hoping they can finish up strong, even though he already said they have a really tough matchup next week. As a matter of fact, the team they play next week, nobody has even scored on them the entire season. Out of 4 games, 3 games before tonight, no one has been able to even score against them. So he's a little bit nervous about next week's matchup. So we'll see how that goes. But I want to thank you guys for being on so late and allowing me to open these gifts and get some things out of the way from the my little spot where I keep the gifts. Thank you for sending stuff, but remember, we never ask you to. I never want you guys to put yourselves out to try to help us. I understand that giving and that generosity that so many people have, but I promise you, your time and your comments and your dialogue means so much to me. It means so very much to me. So thank you, and thank you again for just being who you are. Thank you for loving this family and for giving them so much of your time and attention as well with their videos and the thoughts and prayers for those, who are going through hard times. We certainly appreciate that more than we could ever find words to tell you. Okay? All right. Well, I love you so very much. I'm blessed to have you as friends and as a social media family. I will send off some chef kisses. Mwah! Wish you the best of sweet dreams. And we will see you guys on tomorrow's videos, okay? Start off in the morning about 7 o'clock with our coffee club. All righty? We love you guys. Good night to you all. Mwah! Thank you.